Well, it's a semi-cover. It's a worship song that we actually wrote the music first, and then, which we do a lot of times, and then when we went to put the lyrics over it, Joey just said, man, I keep having this worship song that keeps coming up in my head as fitting that song so well, but we tried to write lyrics and just didn't have any trouble, or, had trouble getting the right lyrics to work for that song, and just ended up saying, well, why don't we'll just use the lyrics of the worship song. And for me, I love that because when you study the blues, where it originally came from, it came from obviously the South and Mississippi, primarily the Delta blues and all that stuff. But all those old songs, when you go back pre-Sun House, pre-Charlie Patton, before those guys, before you had the technology to record a lot of that stuff, it was all gospel music. It all came from the church. And it wasn't until, Sun House and Robert Johnson, a lot of those guys, and Muddy Waters started taking it kind of like more of a worldly way. Originally, the blues was God's music. And so that's what I love about being a rock and roll band, is because people call the blues and rock and roll the devil's music.
Uh-huh.
But if you study it and you know your history, it wasn't always the devil's music. It was God's music first, and he kind of took it and went his own way with it. So for me, having a gospel song that's just straight 12-bar blues rock and roll is just the perfect answer to, just taking it back to how God originally intended it. So we love it.
Man, that is strong. I love it. Well, even with like Elvis Presley, all of his stuff was gospel based, like you said. And before he got out on stage, he would pray. He would pray with his band before he got out on stage. I get that, the heavy metals of the devil and all that, but but it's like you said. I think it's just time to re-own what's is. You can check out the rest of the interview with Corey from Thieves and Liars free on iTunes or podcast.anvilandthehammer.com.